Welcome to Don't Flop Battles.
Yeah, baby.
Yes. Yeah, man.
I'm Rowan, fat bastard, Faith. Now today we're going to be doing a battle, and I'm going to introduce Stray Wolf. I'm pissed as well, man.
Disclaimer: Stray's views are not associated with Blunt's head.
No, man.
That's all.
Nor mine.
So yeah, on my right, your left, my Don Skully from Manchester. Make some.
Let's go, Skully! Let's go, Ted! Let's go! Go, Skully!
Ted on the other side.
Fuck it. On the battle that's happening right now, we've got Frosty Jack from London. Let's go, Frosty!
Alright. Listen here, Gollum, you fetus looking motherfucker. You look like a premature crack baby on meth. If I were your mum, I would have prayed for cot death. Because you're clearly no champion. You're about as intelligent as you are handsome. For real, I'm surprised you weren't abandoned or sold to Michael Jackson. And this guy is so whipped, when it comes to his bars, he lets his missus write it. Which is why everything he says is so misguided. But I'm a known seducer, no one's smoother. I was Casanova's tutor. You're a hopeless loser. You have a girlfriend, but you don't do her. That pussy gets less head than Henry VIII's suitors. Wow. And when it comes to your squeeze, you never see Mandarin. Like there's nothing in my juicer. So many maggots festered down there. When your kid was born, it looked like Medusa. So I might be your enemy, but I'm not shook by your felonies or violent tendencies. The fact you're always utilising weaponry implies you're frightened of getting beat. You don't inspire dread in me. You're not Mike Tyson or Jet Li. What I'm finding next to me is a child with special needs. Seriously, Ted, what the fuck is this vile peasantry? You're fried mentally, dire aesthetically. Frankly, I'm angry you share my ethnic breed. For real, you single-handedly disprove white supremacy. Because you're about as thin and about as thick as a retarded anorexic. And you're about to sell music to poor, unsuspecting members of the public. His next album's called Contingency Plan, but I doubt anyone's going to pay for that shit. And if music's your contingency plan, I don't want to know what the fuck your main plan is. Because when it comes to the shitness of your music, there's no limitation. I mean, I know you're from Manny, but there's no need for just a shitty no limitation.
Oh, nice.
Ooh. Time.
Nice. Yes. Don't take that no. Let's go. Don't take that no shit, bro.
Yo. I will say though, we'll start with some real talk. Here's the deal, respect for stepping to this scene, it took balls. Nah, this is a battle, what the fuck's going on, man? Listen, I watched the first class I seen you in, first class, lyrical acrobats. Fucking hell, Welling, I'm not talking about you bellend, I'm talking about Canel. Yeah, and he should have gotten a win as well. Fuck the English, I'm Irish. There's nothing great about Britain. But listen, I bet you're gonna end up to be a politician, not because you're from a posh background, it's the way you spin words so mechanical and monotone. You went to private school, what happened to iambic pentameter and shaking your spear at Shakespeare? Mate, you look like a cross between Taylor Lautner and Hugh Grant. Lazy ass Jack said it with your self-deprecating, stumbling, mutter, stutter, fucker. I don't know if it's an act because you think it's charming, it's doing you harm. Gee, your bars are just so monotonous. Ooh, I'm shaking with adrenaline, but it's better than the feeling of amphetamine, cocaine, heroin. Trust me, I know all of them. Time before I fuck it up.
Let's go.
Yeah, make some noise. Round two, Frosty.
So sometimes I think I make bad life decisions, like travelling all the way to Nottingham to battle a guy with a skull and crossbows tattooed in his face. But then I think, well, at least I don't have a fucking skull and crossbows tattooed on my face. But to be fair, Skully's the perfect name for this albino gimp. Because fam, you look like a skinhead without the skin. So when I say it looks like you've been defaced, I'm not talking about that tattoo on your cheek, mate. I'm saying it literally looks like you've been defaced. So you are someone I would like to cull. Your rhymes are so dull, I'm genuinely unsure if you have a brain or if there's just another skull inside of your skull. You're not exactly Skully from the X-Files, and I don't want to know how many abuse allegations the X-Files. And did you know this guy? And did you know that this guy got done?
Say again.
Because you're not exactly Skully from the X-Files, and I don't want to know how many abuse allegations the X-Files. And did you know this guy got done for fraud for failing to pay for takeaway food?
That's true.
£22. Like, dude, I know it's called Just Eat, but they do make you pay too.
Oh, fuck's sake.
So my rhymes are finally than China, harder than porcelain. Your rhymes are just porcelain. So you don't want to war with this. It's just an awkwardness to allow such thoughtlessness to face pure finesse. You're poor at this. I was born for this. I'm a lord at this. I was taught to spit by a sorceress since I was the smallest kid. When I saw your vids, I thought your shit sounded like you torture kids to use a torture kit on your balls and dick. And for real, you do talk about your kids a lot, so I'm here to stop your nonsense. Man will break your neck. Get rid of that back's top. That's Boris Johnson.
Oh, yes.
That's time.
Time.
Let's go.
Yeah, man.
Fire.
Round
What's
two,
happening
Skully.
today? I'm confused as fuck, let's just say. I'm sure I've just seen Slick in a battle, but it's hard to handle the fact that he was rhyming and he was getting it at the right timing. Me, I'll probably fuck it up. God knows what happens today, because I'm like Yoda to Scam. He's the man that taught me this shit. Things can change in a minute. I'm gonna be killing it. The way I spit this shit, yo, I'm gonna get revenge for all them times in boarding school when the rich guys picked on the poor kid. What a fucking fool. If you think you can step to me, I reckon we'll see the second. You'll be second to me in this battle. That's the only position for me to see. And Skully, don't fuck around. I float like a butterfly and kick fuck out here. No rhyming. Listen to me going on about rhyming. I'm insane, I'm out my mind, I'm a crazy writer. What about you? If you got the balls to knife someone, neither do I, and I never have done. That was right about the takeaway. I fucking did it. Me and a guy called Imran, we hid under our beds and argued about who was taking the charge. Mate, that wasn't exactly a bar. That is £23. Wow, I was 23 years old and it was sound. I had a night with no nagging or moaning from my mum, who, by the way, was literally all them things you were trying to say in that imagery in the first round. Mate, my mum was a dick. Trust, there's nothing anyone can say slick. She did die of cancer. What the hell, man? He just took a chance. But she drank herself to death, which is way darker, but listen to this, it goes way, way darker. Cheap cider is what done it. Frosty Jacks, I think it was called. You're the cider that killed her. Hey, let's go. You're the cider that killed her. Let's go. Yeah, killed your mom, bitch. What? Right. No talking during my rounds. Didn't you watch me against Slick? I'm quite vocal, but do you know what? I'm not local. I'm gonna finish this now before it diminishes. The minute I start freestyling, I'm not sticking to bars. Time.
Yeah. Wow. Make some noise for that battle. 2-round battle there.
Right, judges, last one. This time he was watching the battle.
Yo, we'll give it to Skully, man. That on fucking fire. He ended up on fire, yeah. Skully.
Got other judges.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for Frosty on this one.
Nah. Judges.
Third judge.
I'll go for Slick on that one. Let's go both battles.
Slick. First battle is won, he went here.
Which one was you think he was thinking of?
I'm to be in and I won.
Frosty Jack on camera.
Frosty Jack.
Alright. Yes.
So who took it?
So Frosty took that one, yeah?
Yeah.
Well done.
Honestly, that was
1, 2, 1, 6, grassroots.